must learn.
What does that mean, that concept of three? Because I can prove to you that you learned by way of three, didn't you? Because when you were young, you learned your ABCs, you learned your 1, 2, 3s, person, places, and things, right? Keep going, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You learn solid, liquid, and gas. I mean, you get 3 square meals a day. I mean, we can go on and on. So you were taught by that ancient culture. You may not recognize it, but now you do. Right. You see, the planet is the 3rd planet from the sun. Right. You learn by way of that three concept, that concept of three. But what does it mean? It's a good concept, but what does it truly mean? It represents who you are. See, we know that we have 3 principles that we are made of or composed of. And in ancient times, they had 2 societies in existence at the same time. Or they had the greater mysteries, and they had the lesser mysteries. So what was carried all over the planet by way of 3 was the lesser mysteries given to everyone to benefit from. Now there was greater mysteries, and that you had to have been initiated into, taken oath. Can you keep a secret? You know, that's the greater mysteries, which taught by way of 9, because 9 is the highest number in existence. But we all know that that concept of 3 was given to everyone so they can benefit from it. Now, what does it mean? It represents who you are. You are composed of the physical body, the spirit, and the soul. So that's why we deified by way of 3, for those 3 principles that everyone should have been familiar with. You understand? In the Egyptian pantheon, they call it the Khat, the Ka, and the Ba. Or as my brother Credo Mutwa says, you have the physical body, the Moya, and then you have the Ina. That's up to Zulu. And it represents those 3 principles. Now, why do we deify by way of 3? Let's go back to Asaru, Isis, Osiris, and Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Now, there's 3 principles to who you are. There's an underworld principle identified by way of the soul. See, because the soul is something that exists, but you can't see it. But it has an effect on you. So that's the underworld principle. You get what I'm saying by that? You don't see the soul, but you feel it. You feel the effects of soul. So you have the deity referred to as Asaru. Asaru was said to be murdered, and his work was done where? In the underworld. He still was able to function, but he became a deity of the underworld. The concept of Asar was to govern the soul and teach you about the qualities of soul. Yet there was Heru, or Horus, the sun deity, right? And the sun has an effect. When the sun hits something, things grow. The sun is active. The spirit is activated. You see? So the Haru principle was to govern the spiritual you, and the physical you was by Aset, because she gave, it would say that she gave birth to the god, the physical labor of giving birth. This is why we deified in 3. You get what I'm saying here? If we move over, let's go back to Sumeria. I said there was Anu. Anu is considered the Most High. He had 2 sons, one Enlil, who ruled the skies, and one Enki, who ruled the earth. So if we relate those to these principles, we can see what? We can see that Anu was not seen, but felt the presence of soul. You get what I'm saying? And then Enki ruled the earth, the physical body. And then the last but not least would be Enlil, sky, or the sun god, governs the principle of the spirit. You get what I'm saying? This is why we deified by way of 3. These were principles and deities at the same time. That's why we had 3. Now, what's deep about this concept of 3 also is when you're dealing physically. And we used to say you were allotted a certain time on the planet, right? and you go through stages while you're here. 3 different stages on the planet. Now, they say from age 0, or when you're born, up until the age 40, right? That would be a time of maturity. That's knowledge, the acquisition of knowledge, learning knowledge, dealing with knowledge. 40 to 80 would be what? The wisdom. You should be wise and be able to teach the children by way of your wisdom. And last but not least, it would be from 80 to 120, that would be the overstanding. Why they say people go senile. These are 3 stages. Some people don't mature. I mean, you get 50 and 60-year-olds, they never mature. They never reach that stage, but you were supposed to. People between 80 and 120, a lot of times they're like, you got Alzheimer's or they're senile. That's because they're flipping in and out of this world. And you're like, well, they're just senile. That's not their senile. They dip in and out of this physical world because they're preparing themselves for the next stage of life. So the concept is, that's why we had 3 deities in ancient times. We had 3 deities because they governed those 3 principles. Now, originally there was 9. Now, the lesser version of 9 is not 8. The lesser version, when we take the square root of 9, it's 3. The lesser version was 3. The greater mysteries taught that there were 9 principles, something I can't go into because I took an oath that I would not reveal certain information. But the concept of the 3 that we have was given to everyone, and they each were allowed to benefit from it. And you have the physical body, you have the spiritual body, and then you have the soulful body. The soulful body is the one that never withers, that existed from the beginning. But everything has a spirit. And the brother was touching on something, that everything has a spirit. Rocks have a spirit. You see, when you see them in Mecca bowing down to a rock, we understand why they're doing that. Now, they may have some people take it too far, but we understand that principle. So that principle of 3 exists today because you got 3 names in the Western world. You got your first name, you got your middle name, and you got your last name. And you should have a name that identifies each principle. The physical principle, the spiritual principle, and the soulful principle. That's why there were 3 names given. They were mimicking that concept that came out of Africa. That same concept. So they had rituals around name giving. 3 rituals around it. You know, I think they say at the 8th day of a child's life, that was a special time. That was a milestone. And if you could survive up to that time, they said, well, you have something to give to the community. You see, you have a special mission. And a ritual was created around it. Now, this is prior to what we call Jesus getting circumcised on the 8th day of his life. I'm talking about before that. I must keep saying that. This is before that. But it was a milestone once you reach that 8th point. Why 8? We're going to deal with why 8, why 3, why these numbers? Because our ancestors dealt in a science called numerology, solar biology, astroastrology. This is what we dealt with. We dealt with the science of numbers. So on that 8th day, right, they were given 2 names. 2 names were given, not just one. The first name that was given was the soul name. And that's why the pharaohs, right, they have what's called the Shen, which became the Shenu or the Cartouche. And you can see a name was placed in that cartouche. You see, that sacred name